Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Apex Legends. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and salutations. Today, Fortnite Junior or Fortnite Senior? Let's get to it. Apex Legends is the newest addition to the Battle Royale arena. Respawn Entertainment and EA have thrown their hat into the figurative and literal ring of Battle Royale games. Everyone knows Fortnite, so we're going to base it off of that. Apex Legends, of course, is like Fortnite because you have a bunch of people going into a map with basically nothing, grabbing gear and taking each other out until there is only one team left standing. As the match goes on, the ring will continually get smaller, forcing the opponents into conflict. Alright, so of course we all know that, just like Fortnite. How is it different? Alright, so now it is different because you have teams of 3, which is not necessarily to say different. However, when you launch from your ship, you will fly together. Now you do have the option of going your own way, but this is an easy way for the team to at least start in the same area together and thus remain more or less together. There's one person who is the jump master. They control the descent and where to go. The other two players can suggest different areas, but of course they don't have to go there. When you're on your team of 3, you can choose between a variety of different legends. Each legend has their own specialty. Some are more defense, some are more offense, some are more support. So depending on who you choose, they will specialize in that. Well, how does that even matter since you go in with basically nothing? Well, not entirely nothing. Every combatant has 2 abilities. One ability that you get relatively often. You're only going to get it once per engagement, maybe every other engagement depending on how many teams and how close they are. But each engagement you'll have the use of one ability depending on what player you play as. You'll have healing or shield or whatever. And then each player has an ultimate ability. So when you train, you play as Lifeline, and Lifeline is a support character. So her ability is a healing bot, which you have to be relatively close in order to take advantage of the healing. And it does take time for all abilities to be deployed. Her ultimate ability calls down defensive equipment. Takes a little bit of time. All teams are alerted to the drop, so they can check the sky and they can run in your direction. So everyone has a different or slightly different ultimate. Everyone has a different ability, so that mixes it up a little bit. What else? If your teammate gets knocked out, you can go over and grab their banner and then go to a respawn point and have them come back in. It does take time, takes a couple seconds to grab their banner, and of course it takes 10-ish seconds to call them back and have them respawn in. I think this is a really nice way of keeping people engaged in the match until their entire team at least is taken out. So unlike Fortnite that has teams and duos and solo, Apex Legends currently only has teams of 3. So you go in, teams of 3, 60 players or 20 teams until you only have one team left. But that is the long and the short of it. It is free to play on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. So if you're looking for a new Battle Royale, if you're tired of Fortnite, or if you just want to try something new, go ahead and give it a try. I do suggest playing with 2 other players that you know, 2 friends as opposed to 2 randoms. At least you know what they're capable of, and it's a little bit easier to communicate. Now you can communicate via mic with any of your players, and you can also ping locations. So there is communication, both verbal and non-verbal, whether you know the players or not, but knowing the players, your friends, will make it a little bit easier. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to ring the bell before you leave to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
All right, this is good. Let's fight.